I'm on.
Now, what is this?
Okay, do you see
live
me?
stream, yes.
Got it. It says it's being live streamed. Is it
Here we
working?
go.
Is it working? Say hello in case anybody sees us.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know.
Is it working? Is it working?
I'm checking. I'm checking.
On your page.
Let's do it.
As you know, the Tech Gremlins are permanent residents here on the Lovestreams. So we are we live?
Oh, I think we are. We are.
Are we live? Where do you see that? Are we?
It's up on her page.
Yep.
Yes.
Go to the front page, Baron, and then you can see it.
Live. There it is.
We're live. Oh my gosh. Yes, we are. Okay. Yay. Hello.
We're
Hello, everyone.
here.
You know the Inky Tech Gremlins like to come visit us sometimes, so
Of course they do.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Bonk, bonk.
Hello. Oh, I'm gonna check
No one's become Zoe. So many birthday wishes for you, Erin.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
I love this. Bonk, 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 bonk. Hello, thank you all.
Wishes for the birthday girl. It's Erin Lane's birthday. And she is all
thank you.
dressed up, literally in her pretty pink dress.
And the sun is shining just for me.
Right on your face.
Right on my face. So I'll just be right here.
It's just illuminating you in all your birthday glory.
Oh my gosh, this is my halo. Do you see that?
There it is.
You got a halo.
Everybody's loving your hair. Also, they really like your hair.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I had to stop halfway through because I saw what time it was. So I have one of those spirally wands, curling irons, but I'm not that great with it. So it took a little while. So I didn't really get all the back because I saw that.
You look beautiful.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
You look beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful on your birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're the most beautiful inky daughter in the world.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, hashtag.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
If you're here and you don't know by now, go play the game.
Yeah.
You can't do that with the book, though.
No, because it's still early days with the book. Yes. Although I'm not. I don't know. The bit is marginally spoilerific that I'm going to read, but it's not super spoilerific. I had some other thoughts.
Spoilerific. I like that word.
Yeah, there are bits that I was like curious, but then I was like, no, I'll be sort of nice, but sort of.
Sort of.
Welcome back.
Sorta. Kinda.
Thank you for coming back, Adrian. We're so glad to have you back with us.
Yes.
Thank you for having me back. It makes me feel like I'm part of the cool kids club.
You are.
I love it.
And you're part of it.
Inky Kids Club.
You are the master of the swag club. You have more swag than I've ever seen
wearing
anybody.
the shirt that's sort of closest to, one could argue, the fade to black.
Oh,
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
It's
so cool.
I'm a big fan of the swag. I have a lot, although I don't have any of the baseball caps, and I've seen a few online. I'm like, oh, I wear baseball caps a lot. Is my point. I should have one. So that will be next on my list. Hello, people.
Gotta have your list, your swag list.
Yeah, definitely. Well, every time they drop swag, I don't know about you guys, but like I see the link in Twitter and I'm immediately there and I'm like, okay, all right, okay. Yes. Honestly, I just think we should all just get deliveries in the mail of here's all the latest swag personally. I'm into this one.
I can get behind this. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Involved in the video game, you're supposed to get a special passcode that unlocks everything, and you're like in God mode every time you play, and you're supposed to get 100% off on all swag.
Yes, I like the way you think, Dave.
I don't think Meatley will like the way you think, but absolutely.
I don't think Meatley will like the way you think, but I like the way you think. And I don't know. Is Ben on with us? Because if Ben's on with us, not that I want to put him on the spot with this, because this isn't his corner of the game experience. But even so, if he could Put a little
I
word
feel
out
we
there.
do
Make us
agree.
invincible. Give us all God mode and all the swag ever that has been created for Bendy.
Right? Yes,
Yeah.
right?
I've
It's
said
in
this
the
before
fine
that
print in my contract.
they used to back in the day, they'd give you a copy of games you were in. You know, they'd send you a copy and you'd be like, cool, 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 I got it. I have
Right.
only one developer that every year I get a copy of NBA 2K because I've been in it for like 8 years or something. I'm like just background stuff, whatever. But every year they send me at least a
Awesome.
code.
Oh, that's so
Is
sweet.
it from Walmart and they're trying to clear out that bin?
Oh,
No, they don't even go that far. They send a code, and I redeem my code in my Xbox, and then it goes, boom, you now have this game, and then I download it.
I only got one
That's
free
nice.
copy ever, and it was Frogger and the Great Quest.
oh yeah.
So cool. It's
Adrian,
true.
I'm the voice of Frogger.
Yeah, you are?
I know frog soup.
Oh,
The heck?
Was that like N64?
That was PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2, yeah.
so
So-
almost N64.
I know, I
Yes.
remember because I was like, they gave a voice to Frogger?
Yeah. I was the first voice when Frogger started speaking.
That's hilarious.
But yeah,
So-
that's the only copy of the game I've ever gotten for free.
for
They don't-
free.
Yeah, like I've done like the few like the movies or whatever. Like, no, yeah, you don't get copies of those either.
No.
When I did audiobooks, I used to get copies of the audiobooks I did.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
So I
love
got like
movies.
King
pretty
Kong.
good.
I have like a library of the audiobooks that I did because I worked with this one company and I did a ton of audiobooks in my previous life before I started to really get into video games.
So
And
good.
I have the full library of like the Enchanted Forest Chronicles. I was Princess Cimmerian, and we did just tons and tons, especially young adult books. That was most of what we did. So lots of fantasy, some sci-fi, but yeah, cool stuff. Cool
That's
stuff.
Love it. You would be very good at that. You have exactly the right sort of tone and pitch.
Yeah.
No, you would be. That would be.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, these
Soothing.
these
go
were
back-
full cast recordings actually.
so-
These were like almost like a radio play, and they had like some had sound effects and music,
wow.
and
Oh,
yeah,
that's the best kind. I love that.
it was cool stuff.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Speaking of
Everybody
food,
loves Erin's curls. Erin's
Yeah.
curls are magnificent.
they're lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a
Aw.
fitting day to look your best.
I know, right?
Yes.
Exactly. If I'm gonna
It's
do
your
it.
birthday best.
Like when everybody's like, oh, hey, happy birthday. Damn, you look good.
You're like, I can do it. I can make this stuff happen. And it didn't even take that long. So I get intimidated by the curling iron. So that's why
Yeah.
you don't see me do it all that much. But
Does it use a harsh tone with you or what?
yes, it really does. It's crazy.
Does it?
You can't use me. You don't have the guts.
That's exactly it. Or you think you know what you're doing, but watch this. Actually,
Watch this.
This side was a little funkier, but then it fell down.
That
so it was
happens to me too, where like you'll do a
Mhm.
curl and it'll be perfect on one side, and then the other
Yes.
side is like off on its
Yes.
own planet.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why I have a hard time doing it. I'm always afraid. And I just had such a small amount, like a very small window to try to make this happen. And this side was going a little wonky. It was up like this. And then I just did all kinds of
You
things.
just, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, this works. Okay, I'm on. There's nothing I can do, you know?
Hey,
Woo.
aggression curls, it worked.
I know, right? Yes, those curling irons. They try so
Aggression
hard
curls.
to intimidate me. I even put on lipstick.
Wow.
Wow.
You made yourself all pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it matched my dress.
Can
I
I
want to
know? How long
know.
is it? Like, flowy? Is it a flowy dress or like how does that?
It is. And you know what, you guys? I found this. Okay. So I started recently getting into going to the Goodwill bins.
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Lots of
Okay.
good stuff
So
there.
there
Never
was
been
a
anywhere else.
this one is it's flowy and soft. It's kind of like silky. And it's got, well, I don't know if you can see. Let me do this. So here is the dress. It goes like this. So it's kind of like this nice little flowy.
It's got a little movement on the bottom.
Yeah, a little bit of
That's so
movement.
pretty.
I went to, yeah, there was
Whoa.
another dress that I
Looks
have.
great on you. That's great.
There are comments in the chat. Yes. Somebody
He's
says
great.
you are
That
slaying it
has
right now.
flow. Did you give that to her?
Slay.
Slay.
Thank you.
Slay queen, yes.
Thank you,
You
everybody.
should go dancing tonight. You should go dancing because that is the
I'm gonna
perfect
go.
dress for dancing.
You
Oh
should
my-
dance all day.
I'm going to
Really?
dance all day. I'm going to stay
That's
dressed
so
up all
nice.
day. I'm going to the Japanese garden because if you're a Bank of America card holder, you get to go in for free today.
Nice.
And then because the weather is nice, and Eric and I were just talking about this, we never know in this side of the, on the West Coast whether or not the weather is going to be nice in October and stuff. But it's so beautiful today. I'm going to go to a pumpkin patch.
Oh, that'll be
Oh,
nice.
that's sweet.
Nice. Oh my gosh. No, I'm in Montreal right now for my friend's wedding. And I've got an amazing view so I can see the actual Mount Royal, of the title. It was so hot all week. It was, I don't know what it's in your world, but 28, 30 degrees Celsius. Like that's what it was this week. Just in time for the wedding, it has plummeted to 10 and it's been raining.
You're gonna have
Oh.
to translate that into Fahrenheit.
Well, you
No, I was going to just do that.
I mean, I would say 30
Do
is
you have any
probably
smart people out there that can translate from Celsius to
anybody out
Fahrenheit
there-
so
I'm
that we
gonna
have
say that's
both
what,
covered?
75 degrees?
no, much hotter. Like 28 would be in the 80s.
80s?
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
90 degrees?
It was so warm this week. It was weird. And
Oh,
then
it was
that
here too. Like in
Yeah.
the cities proper in San Francisco, it's like generally about 65. And the question is it a warm 65 or a cool 65?
Oh, right.
And no, it was absolutely like 90 degrees for like 3 days straight. And I was just like, I want to die.
it's so it's when you're not expecting it in the time of year. But on the flip side, we got used to it. So now that it suddenly is 10, oh God, what would 10 be? 0 is 32, right?
Right.
So 10,
Probably
10 is
like
very fall
55,
weather.
60.
Yeah, probably. It's just, it can be very refreshing, but I do feel a bit bad for the bride and groom because the plan was to do the ceremony outside. Fortunately, they have an indoor option. And I think
Oh.
it's really nice. It'll be really nice for
Oh.
they're the nicest. Oh my God, these my friends, they're also actors. They're in a million things. She's actually also a ballerina, like a proper, like she went to the ballet school and she just can do crazy moves. And I don't know. I don't even know how ballerinas exist. Oh, nice. And we've been here for a while. And every night we go out with them and their friends. Like it's like a wedding. Everybody who's here for the wedding, come to this pub. Everybody's just so nice and so lively. And it's just been like meeting all these new amazing people every night. So it's been great. But tonight is the actual wedding. And I need to curl my hair, which is why my hair is in a bun.
Oh.
My hair is so straight that if
We
I don't
better let you get to it because it's going on 120 already, if you can believe
Oh
that.
I have to leave.
And you have to leave in the first hour, right? So
Yeah,
you
I
can
have to
go
leave it-
get yourself ready and go to your wedding.
Yes.
Well, not your
because-
wedding, but your friend's
Yeah.
wedding.
It's all about me.
That's
She
what I
married
meant.
at that hour, but she wanted to make sure
ballerina
to stop here
wedding.
first.
Are you kidding? When you guys said the dates, I was like, yes, absolutely. And then when I saw that it was the same day, I was like, can I get to go to a wedding late? How does that? And I know I was literally like, wait, but no.
Aw.
So I'm very happy it actually worked out.
Well, thank
it's
you for
all very
taking the
good.
time to be here with us.
Yeah, we are too.
Well, whatever.
We're so
you
glad
guys
you
are
could be here with
amazing.
us today.
It's just fun. to hang
Adrian,
out with
what's it been like? What's it like in your life when you release a book? How's it been?
It's funny. So generally when you release a book, it's like any other day because you're at home and then, oh, I guess my book's out. Okay. And if you're like me and my husband, it'll be like, all right, let's go for dinner. Let's get a nice bottle of, let's celebrate somehow. Because I like, and I do, oh, I should tell people, and I'll post it on socials as well. I'm doing a book launch 2 weekends from now in Toronto. So that sort of, I find that the book launch is the thing that really feels like, ooh, I have a book out. Generally that's what it is. With Bendy, it's amazing. Like it's like a quantifiable experience. It's like the book comes out, people have pre-ordered it. So they're talking about it having arrived because Amazon is really crazy good at getting orders exactly for the day that people have ordered them for. And yeah, people are like taking pictures with it. And then a few of you guys read it the day it came out, which is like the most flattering thing. And I don't know, I'm just getting amazing feedback. And I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, so far it feels like people who are reading it sort of are on literally and metaphorically the same page as me. Like I feel like they're getting what I was trying to do. So I feel seen.
Aw.
But it's been great. It's actually been really, really special. It's been a really fun week. And
I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. You deserve
Great.
it.
Congratulations.
fans are just, as you guys know, the best. So they've just been amazing. So yay. Also, remember I didn't have a copy. I still haven't got my author copy. So I posted to social like the day, like I went the day before it came out to one of the Indigos, which is like our Barnes and Noble. And I went and they did have copies of the book. And so I signed them all. And there was a Dreams Come to Life and a Lost Ones as well. So I signed everything there. But I bought it. I bought my own book because I need it for me.
Yeah.
Aww.
So I was very happy. And it was so cool to see. I love that they use the designer on this, his name is Jeff Shake, and he and I have never met or anything, but because of this book, we've sort of been chatting a bit on social media. And so he's not the artist. The artist is somebody called Artful Doodlers, which is a great name. But
That is a great name.
But the designer, what they do is they put together everything, right? It literally like page layout and how the ink sort of does that. And
I love that.
Designer is like the producer of the aesthetic of the book, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So he and I were chatting
Now,
a bit,
do you have input? Like, are you able to give input into what it's going to look like what the aesthetic's going to look like the final say? Really?
Does that go with Meatly?
I mean, sometimes with certain books, I mean, with covers of books, I've actually been quite lucky in the past that they have actually asked my opinions. And in fact, for the Explorers, one of my thoughts drastically changed the nature of the cover, and in my opinion, for like so much the better. Like I love the Explorers as another series I wrote recently. So sometimes you do get a say, but ultimately you don't have veto power or anything. They get the final say. With the Bendy books, I think because it's a pre-existing IP, because they have a plan, they know what's marketable. Like it's very cynical. Book covers are a very cynical process because it's about how do we draw the eye? How do we appeal to the correct audience? Like how do we get the readers we know will like this book? What kind of cover, so that they're in charge of that. So I don't see the covers until but this is like, so what's so cool is that this was an alternate version for perhaps the cover. Like obviously the artist does a bunch of different, and it's like, what do you think? They end up going with that one. But
Okay.
Jeff said, I wanted to use every possible thing I could. So he included other options, which I just think is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Look at that.
Aww.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So cool.
All right, chat. Did you like it? Because like everybody in chat, I know read it already.
All right, and
So
huge
many people that read
congrats,
it,
Adrian.
the
Let's
first couple they got
let's
it.
congrats Adrian on the release of her book. What do you call it? Book birthday? Book birthday week?
Happy book birthday.
Birthday and birthday week.
Third, right?
And
So yeah,
birthday
it came out on Tuesday. Tuesday is a very common day for books to come out for some reason. I don't know.
Lots
why.
of things, actually. Games too, a lot of times.
Yeah, like Tuesday. I
Tuesday,
guess
huh?
it's like you don't want to do Monday because people are still like, oh no, it's the week.
Right,
Wednesday.
they have to make sure the stock comes in on Monday so they can stock the shelves for Tuesday.
Yeah, there's something
Right.
about Tuesday that's just yeah. Anyway, yes, it's very exciting. I am also excited to do the book launch. It'll be here in Toronto. So if you're local to Toronto or you want to come a long way, it's I think
A short way. They may be very close to Toronto.
yeah, if you're close.
There might
yeah.
be, you might have some
Yeah,
people
give us
that
the
are close to
details.
Toronto or in Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be, let me just double check that I'm doing the right numbered date. If that makes sense. Okay, yes.
You're
So
getting lots of
October-
congrats, just so you know, Adrian. You're getting lots of congrats.
Oh, I should look. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, guys. All right. I will look after I finish looking at the calendar. Okay. October 22nd, which is a Sunday. So today is a Sunday, right? So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. And it's at 3 p.m. and it's at this bookstore in Toronto that is called Back of Phoenix Books. And Back of Phoenix Books is so cool because it's one of the oldest science fiction, fantasy, horror, like genre bookstores at the least in Toronto, probably in Canada. And I've done so much stuff with them, and they've made it, like, they've survived while so many other bookstores have not. If any big speculative fiction genre author goes to the city, like George R.R. Martin, Gaiman, if anybody is in town, they stop off at BACA to sign their book and stuff.
Wow.
So it's fun. I've done several things there. They're amazing, but it is sort of fun to sort of get to be part of a little bit of like that Toronto history kind of thing. And they're pretty quick. They're very fun. Basically, you show up, I'll do a little reading, maybe a little Q&A, but generally I just read. And then there'll be snacks, like free snacks. And then you can have a book signed and hang out as long as you want and leave. It's not fancy, it's not intimidating. It's just,
so it sounds really low key.
very low key, very just
That's
like,
awesome.
you know,
But you get to hang with Adrian in real life,
Right?
right? There's
and if you
nothing
think this
funky
is
about
manic
that.
energy, like if my energy seems like a lot, just wait till you see it in person. It's ridiculous.
No, you have great energy. Are you kidding me?
Aw.
But then I get very, very tired when I do school visits, because I do school visits with books and stuff. I love it. I love it so much. I love hanging with the kids. We do really good Q&A. Sometimes I do a workshop. It's wonderful. But when I get home, it's like
fun.
an hour and a half, right? I get home, I am wiped. I'm like, I have put way too much energy. Like I need to learn how to, I do not know how teachers do it. They must have a way of pulling back a little, because it's a mania level energy. I'm like, Adrian, calm down. You're too excited.
I've heard from a few that it's wine, but I'm not sure if that's true.
Wine.
It's wine? No, also,
school hours.
I am that person. And I am, this is sober Adrian. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's, so the book launch, and that's sort of it. Yeah, that's it, I think. Anyway, yeah.
Are we
And
going to
there
hear
is
some?
no
Are you
other-
reading something from today?
Yeah, I am. It is 1:30. Maybe I should do it now.
Get on it.
You guys have an order
I think
operation.
you're going to see
Do we-
you today.
Should we
and
have
not us.
background music for your reading? Should we get out our cigars?
Ooh, yes. They all smoke cigars for some reason.
I don't have a cigar, but I can,
Yes, right?
Wow.
kids don't try this at home, but yeah, it's
We do not encourage the smoking of cigars. To be fair, this is also a scene with the little brother, so that might be inappropriate to be smoking. I don't know.
oh, well then we're not going to do that then.
Smoked salmon.
Oh, my
Smoked
favorite.
salmon. Yeah, there you go.
The best kind of smoking is smoking of cheeses or salmons. Applewood smoked cheddar, the best cheese.
Let's not forget smoked
You're-
brisket. Okay, I mean,
Yes,
You're
it's not-
speaking
well, yes.
Eric's languages today with the bookstore and the smoked salmon. I mean the smoked cheese. I gotta say, right?
smoked meats. I'm all about it.
I was going to say, Eric will talk the smoked meats. Yes.
Yes, all day long.
At my wedding,
Smoked meats.
Most candles.
we had
How
we
about a
had-
smoky bourbon?
instead of a cake, we had rounds of cheese. So you know how like cheese comes in rounds, like big things. So we had 3 rounds that got bigger and bigger, so it looked like a wedding cake shape, but it was just cheese, and it was like smoked cheese. Like
Man,
it was.
I hanker for a
we
hunk of
had-
cheese now.
That was what we
No,
had.
don't get that song in my head. Do not get that song in my brain.
A hanker for a hunk of cheese.
Yeah.
A chunka, right? A hanker. Oh no!
That's
Wow.
bringing back
That's-
Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, man.
Wow.
By the way, they had an anniversary not too long
It just
ago.
came screaming back.
Well, they had an anniversary not too long ago, and they've redone some of the songs to be a little more updated for today's youth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I hear it's pretty good. I haven't heard it all. I've heard little snippets, but it's pretty interesting. Yeah, Schoolhouse rocks.
Can I just say, in all of these comments, everybody is like, smoking is bad for you. I prefer to breathe. Like that makes me
I
so
love
happy.
Oh
that.
yes, we don't.
Like,
I'm so happy to
We
hear
don't
that.
smoke. That was just a joke. You're absolutely
We were
correct.
completely
We don't.
joking around, just trying
Yes,
to
that was my
joke
bad. I
around
brought
and
that
set a
up.
film noir type of mood. It
Right.
was
Exactly.
absolutely
I'm
Like,
still a
no, you guys
teenager.
are amazing.
No
Like,
smoking.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
long
like being
health,
on
yes.
Australia there. Well,
These
I'm
are
still
all
a
voice
teenager. I'm only 15, you know.
I started that. I'm so sorry. I was just kidding. For some reason, I just remember all those things of like people, that old like lounge thing and somebody in the lounge.
with the
smoking.
smoking jacket and
Like that
your little-
speakeasy or film noir type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no real cigars going on here. Yes.
But I will say,
Yeah,
because
no.
we're all actors, but you guys specifically are voice actors. Smoking is not the greatest thing for
Yeah.
people in our profession.
I don't know what you're
No.
talking about, darling. Please
Yeah.
stop.
I used to work with a guy that would go drink bourbon and smoke between takes
Oh, really?
Oh.
to resonate his instrument.
He's no longer working in the industry.
No,
Yeah.
no. And then he'd
He
come
has a
back.
very
and fall
specific
down.
voice then, I would imagine.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, then he'd come back into the session and fall down.
Oh, see, that's just why? Why do that to yourself?
Okay.
I was the kid that like in high school, all of my friends smoked and none of them wanted to smoke alone. They were social smokers. They all wanted you to go with them. Well, I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. So it was not fun. I mean, I did it sometimes, like I'd keep them company and I try to stay away from them. But for some reason, when you hang out with smokers, the smoke will find the one person that doesn't smoke and make a beeline for them.
It's
I
called
don't know
secondhand.
why. Huh?
It just finds you. You can walk in
It
any
finds
direction.
you. It does.
When
It
you could
finds
be
you.
going the other way. I
But
am that-
thankfully, a lot of those people don't smoke anymore. And I'm really proud of them. So yay, my
Yay.
friends that used to smoke and don't anymore. I'm so proud of them because it's
hard.
tough. It's a tough habit to quit, but yeah. Don't
But
do
that's
it. Don't
It's
even
hard
get
as
started
heroin,
with
I
it.
hear.
even when I'm at like a campfire,
Don't do that
the
either.
smoke finds me. It's
Yeah,
like
me too.
doesn't matter. Oh, you know what we should do? You and I should go together to a campfire.
And stand on opposite sides.
Goes after
Like-
first.
It's like when dog owners like do that thing where they run in separate directions to see which way the dog runs. So we'll
Yes,
just
like-
well,
Who will the smoke love more? Oh boy.
maybe we'll create an incredible like the smoke will go like that and we will have like
Oh, and then we'll both get it?
yeah
It loves us equally?
yeah cool. That would be very spooky, but we could film that.
It
I
would.
need to set this up a little bit, guys.
Well, you
Okay,
are into
we're gonna
horror
let you.
movies.
We're
I
gonna
mean.
let you do your thing.
I'm in the middle of the book, and so it requires, as opposed to last 2 weeks ago when I did the beginning of the book. So, I told myself what I had to say, and now I've forgotten because I'm so excited. Okay, what I'm saying. All right. The big thing is, so how do I do this? Our main character in this book is called Rose. She's 17 years old and she has gotten a job with Joey Drew at a television studio called Kismet Studio. Joey is trying to get the love for the Bendy cartoons back. So he is starting a cartoon TV show where he's sort of at the beginning, he hosts, I can't imitate Dave. I'm Joey Drew. Welcome to the Joey Drew Show. And then they'll show old
Joey Drew Show.
cartoons. And that's essentially the thing. So she's been hired to work there and she's been working with Joey. She was also asked by Joey if she would be one of the few test families for a new kind of technology. So they were sent a giant TV and essentially 3D glasses. And so they've watched an episode of the Joey Drew Show. It aired for the first episode was last week. And she wore the glasses very, very briefly before giving it over to her brother, Ollie, who's 7 years old. And when she wore it, she found that she was actually like on the stage with Joey, like instead of it coming towards her like 3D sort of does, it's like she suddenly found herself inside the set with Joey because he was, talking, all this stuff. So she's like, whoa, she takes them off. She gives the glasses to Ollie, who watches it for the entire show. So she has like 30 seconds of wearing the glasses versus her brother. Ever since he's worn the glasses, he's been acting a little weird. And just recently, they were in the kitchen together and he starts going Bendy and sort of pointing. And then he suddenly puts his fingers on the flames of, with the burner, on the top of the stove with the flames coming out. And they're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they pull him away. And this matters just because he has an injured hand. It's all wrapped up because he burned himself. Meanwhile,
Is he Gordon Liddy?
Sorry?
What is he, Gordon Liddy? But sorry.
You will. I'm not sure if I should give away why he's doing things, but the point is he may or may not be seeing some things, because meanwhile Rose has started to see Bendy, our delightful demon, out and about here and there, and she's like, no, can't, isn't possible. Cartoon character, not possible. But she's sort of seeing him on occasion. The other thing is she's met a gentleman who wears a fedora and a trench coat and sunglasses and has an English accent, and he's sort of spooked her a few times. And yeah, I think that's all you need to know. I'm not even sure. Oh, you know what? The trench coat thing was immaterial, but still, is a really cool character. I'm very excited for him. Some of you, if you've played the second game, may know.
He sounds like it.
If you know somebody who has a British accent in the second game. Anyway, so that's all you really need to know. Oh, and last but not least, when she came into work today, there was a stuffed plushie, like a stuffy of Bendy waiting for her in the office. And it's from Joey because he heard that Ollie had injured himself. And he's like, oh, give this to your little brother. I was like, oh, how nice, right? So she's come home with this big plushie of Bendy. Yes. And oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to read. It's not actually, I'm probably going to read for shorter than that whole explanation. So it's not that long a reading. All right. Is everybody ready? Are we good? Yeah.
Ready.
All right. Here we go. Am I ready? That's the biggest question. There we go. Sorry, there we go. I got home after 8 that night and quietly removed my boots and coat, moving Bendy, this plushie Bendy, from one hand to the other to slip off the sleeves. As I was hanging it in the closet, Mother approached me, wiping her hands on her apron. And who's this? It's for Ollie from Joey. Well, that's just lovely of him, isn't it? Mother beamed and gave Bendy a little pat on the head. Is he still up? I asked. Should be, she replied. She leaned forward and kissed me on the forehead. There's leftovers in the fridge. Thanks, I said. Then I immediately made my way up the stairs to his room. I knocked gently on the door. I have someone out here who wants to meet you, I said. I didn't hear anything, so I opened the door slowly and held the plush Bendy doll through the crack. Oh, Ollie, your big sister tells me you're very brave, I said in a high, squeaky voice. Bendy doesn't talk, said a quiet voice from inside the room. I pushed open the door further and looked inside. Ollie was lying on the bed in his bed in the dark room, his arms over the covers. I could see his bandaged hand. I wanted to flip the switch for the light and let the room flood with brightness, but I had to be gentle with him, poor thing. I guess you're right, but you don't think it's a little funny hearing your sister sound so silly? I asked. Ollie didn't look at me. He just kept staring at the ceiling. I came over to the bed and sat down as gently as I could beside him. I reached over and pushed his hair on his forehead back up. How are you feeling, kiddo? I asked. I'm okay, he said. I watched as his eyes flitted back and forth, almost as if he was watching something. I glanced up, but in the dark, I couldn't tell if maybe there was a spider or a silverfish crossing the ceiling. And I looked at him again. Does the hand still hurt? He nodded. A little. I still had the Bendy in my other hand, hanging down over the side of the bed. I put it up next to him on the pillow. Isn't he cute? I asked. Finally, Ollie turned to look at the toy, a faint smile. He's pretty cute, yeah, he said. Why don't you give him a hug? Ollie thought about it for a moment and nodded. He reached out with his good hand and I passed Bendy to him. He squeezed him tight between his arms and turned onto his side to face me, holding him close. Rose? He asked. Yes? Do you ever see things in your imagination? The question sent a chill over me, and I had to remind myself that Ollie was a sweet little boy who didn't know anything about the puddles. He was just asking a typical little kid question, one of those big questions that always felt really tough to answer, but you tried anyway. Do you mean like when I close my eyes and I imagine things, like what it would be like to visit Hawaii or own a pony? I asked. I don't know, he replied. He looked so sad, but he still held fast to the Bendy, and that made me feel better. I see things in my mind a lot, like pictures, things I wish I could see, things I've seen in the past and want to see again. And then there were things that had never happened and I wish to never see, or things that could not possibly exist, like Bendy himself walking down a dark alleyway. But I didn't say that. I see things in my imagination a lot, said Ollie, ever since I was little. I think it's a family trait, I replied with a smile, even as my gut dropped. It's fun to play pretend. Ollie nodded again. How do you know what's real and what's pretend? Wow, he really had tough questions today. Answering them felt impossible. Well, real things are real. You can see them, but you can also touch them and smell them and hear them. I guess if your other senses can participate, that makes things real. I was asking myself more than him. I'd never thought about it in such specific terms before. Can you imagine smells? He asked. Well, I don't think you can, I replied, but I didn't feel certain about that. About sounds. No. I thought about dreams and how real they could be in the moment, how you could have conversations with people and it seemed like you could hear them speak. I thought about if I had dreamed about eating cake, say, wouldn't I dream I could taste it, smell it? I think I would. I didn't know what to say, and I was worried I was getting it all wrong. Are you real, Rose? He asked. Well, that just about broke my heart. Ollie, of course I'm real. And mother and father? Yes, of course. And Bendy? I paused then. The question was confusing. Ollie had long ago learned the difference between the made-up characters on the big screen and radio plays and real-life people. He was a little too old to be asking this. At the same time, I didn't want to discourage him or make him feel bad. Well, Bendy is a character in a cartoon, and that's all made up. But the toy you're holding, that is very real. Ollie looked at the toy Bendy and gave him a little pet. He's soft and squishy, I added with a smile, but not real. I shook my head. No, the character of Bendy isn't real. Not real. I felt strangely uncomfortable, a little like when your skin is too dry or the air is too warm. Hey, kiddo, can sisters get hugs too, or is that reserved only for Bendy? Ollie gave me a little smile and carefully placed the Bendy to one side. He reached out his arms. Sisters always get hugs. I pulled him in close, careful not to irritate his hand. This is real, I said. This is the best kind of real. See.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, I got chills. Oh, that's so
Good.
your storytelling, you just bring that to life so beautifully. Your writing, your voice, everything. I mean, your performance was just flawless. Like I don't think you flubbed one word. Amazing. Amazing.
That is such a huge compliment coming from you guys. You don't even know, because literally you guys are like ultimate voice people. So that is like,
Oh,
thank you.
All we do is flub things.
seriously, that is fantastic.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Ollie. He definitely goes through
Oh,
in this.
Ollie,
I feel bad, but not that bad because it's my job. It's my job.
that's
Well,
great.
sometimes people do say like when you're like as an author, like it's some people get really reticent to not even physically hurt. I write horror, so obviously there's going to be physical hurt in the books and psychological, but just like creating conflict for your main characters that you absolutely adore. I think there are people, I think especially newer writers, who feel so uncomfortable because they love their characters and they don't want to put them through anything. I don't know if I'm just a horrible person, but I'm like, let's throw everything at them. And maybe it's because I love to see the characters figure things out and get through it. And
yeah.
We all have this inner strength. And I know that previous, it's not like all books that I've done for Bendy have had necessarily happy endings, but I still think all the main characters demonstrate some real inner strength and fortitude and admirable traits that I only wish and hope that if I was ever in a similar situation, I would have even this much of. So that's why I do. I like to put, it gets dire, but it's only to show just how amazing, these individuals can be.
How they overcome.
How you overcome. And I think it's important to see people overcome stuff and
I
deal with
have a question.
Yes.
You're saying how you threw everything at the reader or with the characters, but is this true for writers or for you, that when you start down that path writing those characters and when they come to life, don't they do they tell you what they want to say?
I think writing is such a sort of like acting. It is such an individual process. I think there are some writers for whom it's really just like characters have a mind of their own and go. I think it's more like I generally know where I'm going and what's going to happen. Individual scenes with dialogue, because dialogue's my absolute favorite thing to write. It may be the actor in me, I don't know, but it's like that is why and the problem is that's why sometimes my books are so long, because I have so much dialogue, and dialogue physically takes up space, right? So it's like when I get into things like dialogue, especially, I don't. Maybe it's also the actor in me. I don't feel that sense of taking over. I feel more just that sense of magic if Stanislavski, like, if I was this character, what would I say? Well, I would obviously say this. So then if I was this character, then clearly I would respond like that. So it's sort of, that's how it happens for me. It's more like in an actor's brain, probably. But there are things that surprise me. There are things that show up. I would say there's a character, Evan, in this, who also works at the studio, sort of becomes Rose's peer, and he's a bit obnoxious, but we like him, but he's still a little full of himself. And I would say there was a lot of him that surprised me. Like, as I was writing dialogue and as his stuff came out, I was like, I actually grew more fond of him. He became sort of an almost bigger role as we went. I'm like, no, I'm enjoying you. So I think love column A, love column B, but it is, for me, I rarely end up somewhere I wasn't expecting. I know the beginning, middle, and end. I know the scenes, but within all the scenes, there are some delightful surprises that, otherwise, why do it? That's how I feel. There are some writers who, I have the best. Okay, so this is a lovely little story. Many, many, many years ago, I went to see at Radio City Music Hall, this sort of for charity reading event. So the Radio City Music Hall, for those who don't know, is a massive theater, and I was all the way up in what they call the nosebleeds. Like, I was way at the back. It was full to the brim, and the authors that were there were J.K. Rowling, Stephen King, and John Irving, and they were doing readings of their work for charity, and then they were introduced by Whoopi Goldberg. Introduced the whole thing. Kathy Bates obviously introduced Stephen King. Jon Stewart, for some reason, introduced J.K. Rowling, which was amazing. And Andre Braugher introduced John Irving. As you guys may know him as Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So he hadn't done it yet. Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine hadn't happened. He was still a very classical actor. He wasn't the comedy actor he is now. Anyways, super cool. The point of all of this digression, apologies, is that when asked about writing process, Stephen King answered that the way he writes is he sees, like, metaphorically, obviously, there's like a string sticking out of the hole in the wall. And he's like, ooh, what is this string? And he starts to pull on it and pull on it and pull on it and pull on it. And he just sees and pulls until he finds out what's at the end of that string.
He no longer has wiring in his house.
Yes, exactly. That is his method of writing. Whereas John Irving, it was such a great response. I'm like, same question. And he's like, well, I'm the opposite. I am not pulling on that string until I know where it goes. And those are the two basic styles of writing. One where you're just sort of writing and just discovering as you go, and one where you plot the whole thing up structurally. I would argue I like to have a very basic structure, but I like to discover moments and character and stuff within the scenes, because that entertains me, at least. So yeah, so that's how I do it. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing your excerpt from your new book.
I know.
I need to put it back here for the last 10 minutes. Yeah, I am so excited. I feel like, those of you who actually read it like super fast. I'm not sure if any of you guys are in the chat. I know Joy. I just saw Joy Pause's name, so I know
really fast.
They've done it. But I really am really happy with the response, and I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, are really I really enjoy Rose. Maybe like I have way too much in common with Rose. I don't know. But
just what you shared with her, I love her. Like, I want to know more about her.
I'm writing an optimistic character, and she's very much defined as optimistic, and then like the first chapter where you meet her. For a horror book was such a unique challenge, because like, how do you keep someone sort of a positive, upbeat, and she's not stupid. Like stupid characters are the best. They are so much fun to write. But she's, she sees things. She's aware of things. She puts one and one together and gets two, right? So she had an aware, smart character who is still generally positive and optimistic in the face of rather creepy and odd and terrifying things was such an interesting process, because I think all the other characters, I think Buddy, all the main characters, well, and Dot is sort of a secondary main character, but like Buddy is quite cynical, and all he wants to do is keep his head down and just, whatever. And Dot is there to solve problems, right? That's a good pairing. And then in the books, we've got Brant, Bill, and Constance, and they're all two. So Brant and Constance are investigators. They want to know stuff. So they're proactive. And then Bill is sort of thrust into a situation that he constantly is trying to run away from, but he still wants to protect his friends. So he's constantly, but like a bit of the cowardly stuff in that is still in some ways easier to write for a horror book. And then this one, I was like, okay, I'm just going to write a really excited, happy, positive person. Oh, this is going to be tough. And
loving and protective. I mean, just her interaction with Ollie, just from that short, the short few pages that you read, it just really shows her love for her little brother.
I'm an only child, but I just sort of, I talk to my friends, especially who have little brothers, like especially, and then I really, maybe it's because I'm deeply immature, but I get on really great with kids, and maybe that's why I write books for kids. Like I genuinely enjoy just hanging out and talking about stuff, because I just think it's more interesting sometimes than what adults talk about. And so I really just wanted this love. I didn't want sort of an antagonistic, annoying little brother. Like I really wanted that warm. The two of them are like on the same team, and also because they have such a wide age gap, because World War II happens, and then so my dad has a pretty wide age gap with my aunt, and stuff, and it's just like she has sort of a slight motherly thing as well, but also this is a character who has both their parents, and both their parents are very loving. The dad, I did mention it a little bit in the reading, I realized I hadn't, but when I mentioned Puddles, the dad has PTSD, having been in the war. And so he, it's been several years, like 7 years since the war, and he's a lot better than when he first came home, but he does sometimes sort of disappear into himself. And when that happens, when she's a little kid, she sort of called it the puddles, that he had sort of slipped into that. And very purposefully, we all know about dark puddles awakening and such. So the metaphor is very chosen, but that's to what that reference is. But again, a very loving father, and still very proactive when he's not dealing with, so it's an interesting group to work with, because it's a very positive, supportive family. And that's tough, because the more isolated a character is, the fewer people that believe them, the fewer people, like it's easier to just sort of send them on a journey. But if they have to check in with people, if people worry that they're not around, it's like cell phones. It's like cell phones in books or movies. It's like, you've just made everything way too easy. You just have to Google it. You're having an adventure. Oh, what's that door? 1 second. Oh, it's the door to that. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, moving on, cell phones just ruin everything. So yeah.
Yeah, Adrian. That was awesome.
I feel like I talked too much. I'm so sorry. I just realized I just went,
That's great.
Yeah. It's
so cool to hear your
fantastic.
process and everything.
Well,
it's fascinating. I love hearing like how you come up with these characters, and how you challenged yourself by just creating completely different character than what you've created before, especially one that, like you said, doesn't really fit into that horror design,
Yes, it was interesting. Yeah,
it parallels a lot of what we do too, when we get to create a character, and then obviously everything's written for us, so we don't make all those decisions, but we do make decisions about how they feel about things in a statement or something, in a line or whatever. But yeah,
I would argue, I mean, I think because I am writing within the Meatleys world, I'm writing within a pre-existing place. I think we actually have very similar stories in some way, because we have a prescribed sort of, this, but all the stuff in here. And sometimes I find personally, it makes the creative process even more creative. Like it's like you can be almost more creative with limitations than just facing a blank page and going,
oh, you're right. Well, because it kind of gives you like at least like a outline.
Well, it forces you to push to the boundary, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah, you have but you have a boundary. So it's like it's a more consistent, maybe. Just being in that more confined space that you're playing in, maybe.
Yeah. And it's like, how can I, here's a fun phrase, disrupt the paradigm. Like, how can I play within the space, right? But, and I was just thinking, because I've written Joey, like, many characters feature more than once in the books and stuff, but Joey's the most consistent. And that's why I cried last stream when you did the voice. Because I've written Joey the most out of any of the characters and most consistently. And so it's funny because the more I get to know him, and the more I write, like you would argue that I'm creating more and more boundaries, like especially with the illusion of living. We now know dates and times and where he was when and this. So you've got more obstacles for, depending. But the more I get to know him, the more interested I am in like seeing, how is he going to manipulate somebody this time? What's he going to do this time? He has some tried and true techniques, which he uses again. There's some stuff that mirror what he did to Buddy very much on purpose. But it's like I love that. Like I know so much more, but I feel like there's even that makes it more exciting to explore. Like, I don't know. It's really cool. It's really, 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 it's just a very cool experience. And I like it. And I like writing it.
And I like it. Well, we're glad
I like it a lot.
Yeah, because you're amazing.
That's exactly where I was going. I like it a lot.
You're so good at it.
There's a bunch of comments in chat, and I don't know if this is, they're for the book and for you, but I see, we love you, Adrian. Oh, she's amazing.
I love you guys too. Although that's not
we love her. She's fantastic. It just goes on and on.
Well, you guys are fantastic. You guys have been insane.
You've been getting fan art too.
Yes, it's okay. I'm going to say this in this, and I may say it later because I'm so curious. There is a character in this book, and his nickname is Papa D. And if you guys have read the book, I'm not sure, whoever's read the book, the character. Anyway, he's the only character in the book that is based on an actual friend of mine. But to the point where it's actually his name. And so Papa D is actually his nickname. He knows he's in the book. I don't think he's read it yet. But if anyone ever wants to do any fan art of Papa D, that would because so in the book, he's sort of this grumpy, crotchety guy, but he's with a heart of gold kind of thing. And this is so, anyway, I just think
that sounds like a load of horse crap.
He's just that guy, and because of course Rose is this happy-go-lucky optimist, she just thinks that's hilarious. She's like, you're the best, because she can tell that he's a fundamentally good and a decent guy. And he is.
There's an art challenge, guys.
Yeah. But I don't have to. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not asking anybody.
Do this.
Please forward pictures of your friend.
But the way it works after the streams, by the time you get back from that wedding tonight, there might be some Papa D out there.
I think there probably
will be. Show it to him. I think this probably all confounds him so much. And he does. He works in so he runs. He's the sort of the producer who runs the entire TV studio. So all the different shows that are filming at Kismet in the book kind of thing. But that's what he does. He runs the behind the scenes sort of office of various film TV shows and stuff. So it just felt right. I was like, what could this character be called? Oh my, I know exactly.
You're getting Papa D art. I saw at least 3 people go, I'm gonna do some. I'll draw Papa D.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you guys. I hope he better appreciate. I'm gonna bug him. But yeah. But no,
is that a challenge? If it'll get us artwork to draw Papa D, yes, it is a challenge.
I love the Rose stuff that's been out there already. There was Rose artwork just when we did the synopsis of the book, because her name is mentioned in it. And I think one or two Ollies as well. Like, it's just been so great. I love the fan. And this is why I insist that no one feel frustrated or intimidated or anything by the eventual graphic novel, because it's like, it does not matter. Your art is great. Keep doing your art. It's like so amazing. And also, I'm a terrible artist. So when I see what you guys can do, I'm just like mind blown every time. I just think it's so impressive. So yes, so that's been great. Everybody has been so great. And again, also, I don't know, I feel the need to say this. Maybe it's like the teacher DNA in me. It's okay also not to like the book. Like, it's okay to have things you like more or less. We're all individuals. Like, I will never take it personally. I think it's very important that we all sort of have the things we like and we support what we like, and but it doesn't mean you have to like all the same things. So I just want to put it out there too, that you can't hurt my feelings. So, I mean, I guess you could. You really could if you were really mean, but
just be nice about it. Be nice.
nice
That's
about
all.
it, right?
Just be nice. It's okay to disagree.
Try not to
or-
do that.
and it's
Just
okay
be
to
nice about it.
yeah, and different things you like about if you are just a Bendy fan in general, like you can like different things about Bendy as well.
Right,
And
exactly.
ultimately, like, the great thing is that like it exists at all, and that we all get to hang out and
Yeah.
stuff. I feel like on that happy note, I should go. It's 2:02.
Oh, it's just after 2. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Also, I don't know if my
Aw.
hair is gonna work tonight, and I'm so nervous. It's just gonna be so flat.
What?
I want my hair to look like your hair, Erin. Like, that's
Do it. Do you have a spiral curling iron?
I have to use, because my hair is so straight, I have to use a hair straightener on the highest, and then I spin it through the hair thing.
And then you spin it.
That's what
Yeah.
I do
My hair is
too.
straight too.
Yeah, my hair's straight
Yeah, I
too.
think you and I have close, similar, like very sort of, it's great to have straight hair. It's easy, but then sometimes when you want to look like Erin.
But when you want to do something,
Right? Then it
not
becomes a
not have it
challenge.
straight, then it gets
Yeah.
to be challenging.
Yeah.
It is.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would kill to have a beard like Eric's. I like that one.
Right? We all need. the
No, you
Eric
have to
beard.
show the beard beneath the beard. I don't know if they saw on the thing. Ta-da!
That's awesome.
Shirts are available.
Kind of like an alternate version of Tim Presley.
Yes.
Love
yes.
it. Yes.
Wilson
Pick up
Voorhees
the master-
Presley.
put him
Yeah, I
out.
wonder if Wilson Voorhees Presley's showing up today. He didn't say he's not, so it'll just
I
be
don't know. He might pop on. I hope so.
Yeah.
Show up at the last 5 and say, I forgot to set my alarm.
I hear him. Look at what I mean.
I was
Look at what I mean.
sleeping.
I
I'm
wish I
sorry,
was
guys.
that
Sorry, guys.
I
I
had to make
forgot my
Okay,
alarm.
I'm gonna go.
Bye, Adrian. Make sure to take pictures so we can see what your hair and your beautiful.
Oh God. Okay, I'll try. If it's good, I'll take pictures. If it works
Before
out.
you go, Adrian, really quick, I just had a thought that it's October, right? So that means in about a month, we're coming up on the year anniversary of the release of Bendy and the Dark Revival. So
Yeah.
I'm putting this out there. We might have to come up with something extra special for our.
Well, keep me involved in that, because I would love that. I want to be a part
I'm
of
going to
that.
have you write our staged reading or something like that. Some
Okay.
big voice parts in it, that
I'll read all the stage management.
Lovestream, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Adrian, no. I don't like it. It doesn't suit you. I'll call you Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, try not to die.
Not to die.
I'm going to tell you who you really
Enjoy
are.
your wedding.
Enjoy.
Oh my God. This sounds like a threat. I am going to enjoy my wedding. All right. See you guys.
Bye, Adrian. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Adrian.
Now I'm trying to leave.
Keep waving. And then
I like that she kept talking and then cut herself off. That was amazing.
Can't leave the elevator door. is locked. You got to go back. and
Oh, I'm
find-
trying to leave and it says I'm back.
Much like how our streams start.
Yes.
wow, right?
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's
Did we
like-
push the right button? Are we live? Right? Can
Whee!
you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Oh my gosh.
That's
Oh my
awesome.
It's the gremlins.
It's the gremlins.
The inky
They're-
Gremlins
Gremlins.
have made permanent residence on the love streams. Yes.
they
There's so much
certainly-
ink inside this computer. I think it's not right.
And it goes like, seriously, for real, for real, for real.
How come every time I pick up my laptop, there's like dripping stuff on the ground? I don't know what's happening.
I don't either, right?
You fed it after midnight, didn't you? Yeah,
Yes.
fed it after midnight.
Whoa. Now we're turning into gremlins. I see. Okay.
We got the gremlins, the inky,
The inky
techno-
gremlins. Yes.
The inky gremlins, yes.
Mm.
Hey, I just remembered I've got a couple things to sign.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I do
start
too.
I
trying
do
to
too. I
get to work.
have a big thing to sign. It's gonna take me a little while. It was quite the request, Lexi.
I was so wrapped up in
Lexi.
all of Adrian's stuff.
I know, right?
I know, she's so riveting. I can't look away. I'm just like,
I know. I was like,
draws you in. You want
me
to just
too.
hear more.
Just a quick question for the fandom and all of you in chat. Do we like Adrian Kress or what?
Yeah.
Should
I
we
would say
keep her? Should we
affirmative.
keep her?
We love
Can we
her.
keep her?
Yeah.
That sounds like an intro to a Joey Drew music video. Should we keep her?
Exactly.
We sure
Keep
do like
her.
that, Adrian.
Keeper number 3,
Yeah.
Adrian.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know,
Adrian.
right?
Number
Yes,
three.
keep her.
That's
Oh, the printer. So Super Aiden asked about my printer. My printer is still a little off. It's printing off weird colors. So
Bring her
yeah,
back.
I,
We love Adrian. Yes.
I know,
She
right?
was
Look at
the
yes.
best.
I don't know about inky tech gremlins. I think your house is haunted.
I think so. Okay, so it's haunted and there's an alien spaceship hovering above it. So there's all kinds of things.
It's also right behind you on the wall.
Here they
That's
are.
right.
Aliens. And look at
Aliens.
them laughing. This one's laughing.
Aaron single-handedly keeping Portland weird.
Oh my god! I know you play your tuba on a unicycle with flames coming out of it.
How did you know? Did you see my viral video?
I've seen
Oh.
it many times.
My tuba.
Yep.
I don't even know how you hold one. On my
Okay,
unicycle.
great. Now we're gonna have inky tuba art with
Yeah.
Inky tuba art.
Inky tuba art. Oh my
And
god.
That's
Turn
it.
on a unicycle.
I know, right? Right.
Portland
Okay.
weird. Keeping Portland and the Bay Area weird.
Yes. Yes. Single-handedly.
I love it. We can keep the whole West Coast weird, okay? Let's just do it.
Straight up.
Let's just straight up and down the whole coast, right? We got this.
The South
This-
Coast.
I
North
just
Coast.
realized I'm nobody that should be doing that.
I'm gonna see how we hold the tuba correctly.
Just in case that skill comes up that you
If it
might
ever comes in handy, we will all have that knowledge.
We're gonna all have
Pretty
it, right?
sure with
Zoe, I have
I
a
wonder if
couple
do
guitars
we have
actually.
any tuba players?
Do we have any? Yeah, is
Do
there
we
anybody
have any
who's
tuba
tuba here?
players?
Do we have a tuba
Oh
player?
my god. You've joined Tuba Chat.
Yes.
Wendy in the
Tuba
Truck
chat.
Welcome to
Bible.
Tuba Chat
Tuba
and,
tuba.
and out of tune guitars.
Play the
Alvin
tuba.
Monk, we'll keep the East Coast weird too. Alvin Monk is very sad that we're only keeping the West Coast weird. So we'll go ahead and keep.
Oh, I'm
the whole
East Coast.
globe
We're
weird.
keeping the East Coast weird. Don't worry
Okay,
about that.
let's just
We're
keep the whole
keeping it
globe.
all weird.
We're
this
keeping the
is a
whole
global-
world. Keeping
This
the
is a
whole
global
world
weird.
I hear that Lauren is our East Coast representative, keeping
Yes,
it weird.
I am.
Keeping it weird, right? Right.
Massachusetts. Yeah.
Keeping Massachusetts weird. Keeping
Wow.
the
Keeping it weird.
How far from
If we ever
Boston?
get through to the Fan Expo people, we'll be globally weird with all
Are
of
you
these
are you
live-
close to Boston? Ways
About,
away there.
about an hour just over an hour.
Well,
away.
yeah, but I mean, isn't that anywhere?
Yeah.
Pretty much in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Massachusetts not that big, you know.
It's not that big. I can't. I was living in New York, not the city.
I can't
but,
get
like,
to
the
Dave's
state.
house in under I mean, if I flew, maybe like an hour and a half. But
I've
Yeah.
done it in 9 hours.
but it's a good like 7-8 hours to get down
Yeah,
to Dave.
I've driven to San
Because
Francisco.
New York is a big state and Massachusetts is not. It was very surprising.
There you go. Everybody's in love with you love the inky tuba love.
Inca
Right.
tuba love.
Tuba
I love-
love.
We'll keep the whole world weird.
And Adrian is keeping Canada weird.
Yes, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And the meat
Sorry.
leaf also keeping.
Sorry for keeping
Yep.
it so weird.
We're keeping it weird, folks. We're just gonna do what we can with our Inky Tuba love.
And then we
our
just need
Bendy
the rest.
family.
the rest of the Bendy family to keep it weird with us.
Yes,
We are sad
wherever
to
you
say
are,
that the
help.
Ink Demon
Keep it
couldn't make
weird,
it today.
guys.
we need your help to keep it weird.
And he keeps the Southwest weird.
Yeah, I like
Sean
that.
Yes.
Sean couldn't make it today, but he said hello to everyone.
Yes, and to not
Oh,
talk poorly
yeah.
about him. So that means we
Oh.
are also, that's like an open invitation, isn't it? To talk poorly about him because he told us not to.
Oh
I
man.
think he'd be
Something like
disappointed
that,
if we
yes.
didn't.
Never. Never.
Never. Okay, there's
Never
a couple,
ever.
there's a couple of little things while you're doing your signings. I have one as well. I just have a few little announcements I want to say.
Ooh,
Yes.
make those. I must use the restroom.
Oh my gosh, yes, use the restroom, my dear. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so first thing, the Lovestream art project. You know, we're gonna target it for a December Lovestream. So I'm currently working on a few songs in the background, collecting art. I think you guys all know right now the inky tech demons love to hang around with me. So if by any chance you feel like I have not responded to you on something that you sent me, go ahead and reach out to me again. Tag like Lovestream and hashtag Lovestream, hashtag Lovestream art. So I absolutely know, like, I have a big collection going on right now, and I have to figure out, and maybe somebody can come up with this with me, even Dave and Lauren, to see how do I make sure everybody was involved. I have a folder going. I have everybody's their handles and everything, but I just want to make sure. So I guess this is the best way to make sure. Even if you think that I got it, just do it again. Tag it on Twitter or X, and tag it on Instagram. Just tag it and make sure I'm tagged in it, and just let me know. Okay, so yes, so many of you have sent it. So I probably already have stuff. If you got a response from me, or I said it's totally incredible, can I add it to the art collection, then I probably have it. But we'll just make sure, because that would be the worst thing for me. I'd feel awful if I left somebody out by accident. So we'll just make sure that, and I'll come up with some kind of a way in the very end, just the very last minute, to make sure that everybody, maybe I'll have a list of all the artists that I have included. And so yes, cosplay is welcome as well. So any kind of art that you have, even 3D models. I want to do a shout out to our moderators. Alvin Monk 500 and Catalyst have been the moderators for the past few streams. And I just wanted to say thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for just helping to streamline everything for us.
Yes.
And just help us and support us. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And with that in mind, check out Alvin Monk 500's YouTube channel, because he's got some interviews with like all of us here right now, and a couple more coming soon. And so go to the Alvin Monk 500 YouTube channel, because it's filled with lovely interviews with these beautiful human beings that we all love so much. So thank you, Alvin Monk, for doing that. If you guys don't know, Alvin Monk 500 is the creator of Inky Bendy News. His mission is to be a place where everybody, all Inky news can be curated. So send stuff to him. If you have art, tag him on stuff. Tag Inky Bendy News on Twitter X. And he's also on Instagram as well. So just make sure to send him stuff that way, because he wants to make sure, a central hub, so that we can all have a central hub.
I was gonna say, I did an interview with him too, and a bunch of artists came in towards the end of the interview, and they shared their art, and we talked about it. It was really fun, and it's very interactive, very community based kind of thing. So way to go, Alvin Monk.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Alvin Monk 5,000.
Yeah. Add another 0, right? Just for fun.
Yeah.
I love the Alvin Monk 5,000.
I mean, it's like Dragon Ball. It's like, wait, it goes to 5,000?
5,000, right? So I might have said this. So I do know that there was a few birthdays, and I said this before, but Matt Hatterson is October 2nd. Of course, the Bendy book, Fade to Black, October 3rd. Sean Park, October 6th. Mine today. Pink Starlight, October 28th. Who else's birthdays am I missing? I know I'm missing some more.
Lillian is October 23rd.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. I'm like, I know.
Because Lillian reached out to me directly to let me know. And with a special request, so can I do the special request that Lillian had requested? Okay.
Yes.
Lillian, if you're watching, and you better be, happy birthday. Mwah. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to all of you. We've had a lot
Happy
of
birthday to
birthdays,
everyone.
so
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday,
to all of
everybody.
you, right? To all of you.
so much love and so
Happy
much
birthday
joy.
to all
Just
the
hope your day is as magical as all of you are.
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I've got, if anybody wants to, so I'm going to,
What?
this is going to look a little bit strange because I guess I might, I don't want to, who should I sing it to? I have a birthday song that I actually created a couple of years ago. And
Awesome.
I
So you
like
sing it to
the song.
everybody.
So I'm going to sing it to everybody.
Sing it to
So,
everybody, yeah.
okay, so that's exactly it. So everyone, everyone.
She heard it's your birthday.
It's your birthday, right? So let's do this. I'll sing this song, although it's kind of got an alternate ending too. Maybe let me sit with this for a few minutes and I'd like to sing it. And then if anybody liked it and said, oh my gosh, I might like to sing Happy Birthday that way from now on, I will share out the lyrics and the chords, okay? Because it's a really easy song to play, but just in case. But
Is it Happy birthday?
it's Happy Earth Day. It's Happy Earth Day.
It's not Happy birthday.
It's not Bappy Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, okay. What rhymes with friend?
Happy
Wait. So now
birthday?
if I'm going to do it to everyone.
What rhymes
Oh,
with
good
friend?
Lord. Just
Yeah.
you inky Lovestream
And?
member.
End, friend. Yeah. Friend.
Bend,
Friend to the end.
send,
Send.
and.
I guess I can just say
Trend.
Oh, trend. There we go.
Okay, trend. Okay, I might just say friend for now because I'm kind of rewriting the lyrics so it can go with everybody, but I'll send out some alts, okay? I'll send some alts of how to sing this song.
Aaron, it's amazing. You just keep adding stuff to your workload. It's amazing. I really.
Right?
You're like, Aaron, what? Stop while you're ahead, okay? Because you're so behind on all the other
Everybody's like trend, lend, send.
trend, lens, send. Yeah, we're so happy you're our friend, and
Blend.
we're really glad you
Blend.
blend. We're really glad that you
We're
blend.
really glad you blend into the environment. It's
We're
nice.
really glad that you
Trend.
blend. We're so happy you're our friend. You're so.
I think you're
our
starting a
friend.
trend.
I think you're
I
starting.
think you're starting a trend.
I think that you're starting a trend. And what's the trend?
And that's
I
the
That
love
we
it.
love our
At the very
friends.
end. I
That we
love.
love our friends and we'll be there till the end.
Oh, and we'll be there till the end. I think you're starting a trend. We really love our friends. We'll be there till the end. Okay.
Okay, while you guys are working
Yeah.
on the lyrics, I'm coming up with a couple riffs. Dun, da, da, dun, 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 da, dun, 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 da, dun, dun, da, 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 da.
I think
like
she already had that part.
Oh, I liked it. I liked it. I'm glad we got that on tape so we can turn that into a song.
Oh, goodness.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
You're creating
Who can
even
help?
more work for the birthday
Eric,
girl
Dave,
here.
are you two in charge of that one? That bizarro tune going on there?
Hey, Chloe solo.
Da, 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 da.
Wait, hold on.
My Sharona.
My Sharona. I think that song's
Again.
already been taken.
No, that's
but
a
we can
song
do it.
already.
I
That's
know.
a thing.
Already.
I was thinking about it today. I was like, if Porter did impersonations,
Oh,
but then he does really dark ones. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, no.
This is Porter doing Buffalo Bill.
Oh,
It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again.
Ooh.
oh, Eric. No.
Oh,
Listen, the Porter abides.
oh,
Silence of the porter.
oh, silence of the porter. Oh,
yes,
I love
exactly.
Silence of the wee.
Yeah, exactly.
It.
It's
Silence
the
of
silence of the wee.
Look at Lumi came to say hello.
I got one for you
Aw,
then.
I love-
See if you can guess this impression. Are you talking to me? You talking to me?
Whoa, listen, guys, I'm just like you. I put on my pants one leg at a time, but once they're on, I make gold records.
They're like two
What? What on
It's
earth?
Porter doing Christopher Walken.
Oh my gosh! I'm like, what has just happened here?
Well, I don't know. Is the song over? Did it happen? I missed
love
it
it.
somewhere and all that.
Oh, I love it.
I think we're already writing our next one.
I
We're,
know,
we're
right?
going, we're going right off the deep end.
I know, right? It's like, I don't know what to make of this. I don't.
Well,
Oh,
everyone's losing their mind,
dedication.
so at least it's entertaining. That's good to
Right, right?
it
I
brings
don't
me
know what
more
just happened
ink.
to me.
It brings me more ink.
Oh.
Oh,
We're not
Eric.
in Kansas anymore, my dear.
Oh my goodness.
Lauren, I actually have a present for you from one
I
of our
need
dear
more
Bendy
cowbell.
family members.
You have a what?
So one of our dear Bendy family members, Clover,
Yes.
Clover.
had a
Aw,
poet
hi, Clover.
write a poem for Clover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Clover.
Clover
Aw.
is gifting the poem to you, dear Lauren.
Oh,
Aw,
Are you
Clover.
here for this? So
this is
Clover-
wonderful.
I know, isn't this beautiful? It says,
So sweet.
Alice Angel, hot and spicy cupcake, ready for a date with the devil. No trouble on the horizon for this striking devilet. She's got any problem under her belt. After all, she is a master of magic. In those tall stockings, keep sharp and look out if you know what this girl is about.
Because she's a black belt.
Ooh, watch out.
Ooh, I know, right? Woo, woo.
She's a black belt in the martial art of being awesome.
She's a man eater.
She's a man eater. Yeah.
Oh,
There
here
we
she
go.
comes.
She comes.
Mhm.
Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up.
Oh, that's it.
She-
Oh, we need you to sing it like
She's a
that.
man
Like
eater.
Watch out, boy.
Whoa.
Watch out, boy. She'll
Whoa,
chew you
she'll
up.
chew you up.
Right?
She's a man eater. Watch
Yes.
out, boy.
Watch out. Oh my gosh, that Alice Angel.
And Patrick Warburton's bag.
I can't not do him. It's funny because
It's masterful. It's
when we-
so good.
when we do the Tuesday night streams a lot, like it's my Snoo, my sort of co-host, whatever, my friend that comes and hangs out with me. It's their favorite, absolutely their favorite. So every time somebody says like, do a bad impression, I go, whoa, what do you mean bad impressions? So like, and then she just goes, like she loves it every
Is that
time.
Snoo?
Yeah,
Snoo?
yeah. She absolutely. That's one of her
Awesome.
favorite things I ever do.
Oh,
Hope
it's
you're
pretty
doing
great.
well.
Yeah, was on vacation now. I think going to be back on Tuesday,
Oh, good. Good. I haven't
as
seen
well
him.
as potentially, from what I understand, Waleed. So on Thursdays, I do a sidecast for the Thursday night football game, but we call it Thursday night farce ball. And Waleed Ismail is like sort of the star of the show, and he is gonna potentially, I think, at least if I believe things are happening, he's gonna show up and be on Tuesday night stream as well for the happy hour. So yeah, it should be entertaining. And he hasn't gotten the chance to hang out with Snoo yet. They chat text wise in streams and stuff. So I'm sure it's going to be it's going to be something else. I'm sure.
Oh, that'll
I'm gonna be
fun.
sitting back saying nothing. Really, I just gotta sit back and go like, stream
Eating
live.
popcorn and watching.
Yeah, I just go, yes.
Yes.
For you,
You
Eric.
can just sit back and enjoy.
I know you do sleep stories, but since it's the month of October, I kind of mentioned this a while back, but maybe you might be interested in like getting together with me and some other cast members to do maybe a couple ghost stories, like some on-air reads. And if you can't fit it into your schedule with all the booked guests you already have, I want to make that work.
Yeah, no, I'd be down. I'm actually I am behind right now in my sleep stories, and was trying to choose a spooky one to do for this month's Sleepy Time. So the
Yeah,
Sleepy Time broadcast, if you guys ever get into sleep stories, it's out there wherever you get sleep stories or wherever you get podcasts, and it is up over 75,000 downloads now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Good for you.
Congrats. That's so good.
Yeah, they're so good. I gotta.
It's
keep-
fun. I
Yeah.
think Alice in Wonderland is one of the top ones.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Well, I only do like the first chapter or so. You know what I mean? Like I by then, hopefully everybody's asleep.
Yes.
But
Right, right.
I did revisit Wind in the Willows to get some more time with those
love
characters because again, my friend was like, "Oh, I love Wind in the Willows," and I did only the first like chapter or two, and they were like, "No, you got to do more." So I did some more.
I just
But yeah,
came up with a new character for you. Disgruntled sleep story voiceover artist. So read about like 2 or 3 paragraphs or a minute in, and then you're just like, all right, yeah, I hope you're asleep right now because you're not listening to me anyway.
Yeah,
right.
No one's listening to me anyway, so who
I
cares?
and
love
then I
that.
just changed over to whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh yes, yes.
Throw
And
in some subliminal programming, you know, and when you wake up, go to the First National Bank.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
pull all
I
your money
love
out
that.
and put it into my
Buy
account.
everything, send it to me.
Put on the white noise with the subliminal messages. Yes.
That'd be perfect. Yes, do that.
It would
right?
not be perfect. I would get sued, I'm sure.
Well, that's kind of like a sleep story, ghost story crossover.
Right?
I'll then get sued for subliminal, programming.
For brainwashing your audience.
Now I want you to go to your bank and pull out all of your money and send it to me.
I'm fine with. I take Venmo.
I want
Hey,
no
Bob,
traces of
I
it,
accept
so
the
send it to
following.
this post office box.
I like that.
Now that I've turned you into a sleep zombie, go and do my bidding. There goes Dave. We got him.
Oh,
I
Oh, I'm gonna get all that Joey Drew money.
love it. Yes, I can't
yeah,
wait.
sweet, sweet Joey Drew money.
Sweet
Excellent.
Joey Drew money. Oh my god.
You know he's loaded, right?
Actually, I think Wilson's the one that's loaded. Wilson's got the freaking mansion and the maid.
I know,
mean,
right? Mm-hmm.
we would Tim and I would joke that Wilson was on like MTV Cribs, and we were doing this whole thing about MTV Cribs. It was really funny.
Don't you want to see my beautiful home?
And he gives you a tour, and it's just the
Yeah.
worst thing ever.
This here is my dungeon room.
Oh, you did good, Wilson.
Was that
Don't you
MTV
want to see my
Cribs
home?
you were watching?
This is my dungeon room.
Oh,
Say
I love
hello
it.
to her master.
Oh,
All I need is
Swear.
a Wilson mask.
That's all you need. Well, we know where to get
Oh.
her.
Well, all right. I guess I'd need talent too, but I mean, hey.
oh!
We need
No,
a
Eric,
knot. We
You
should
need
also
a
look.
Wilson. We should
We,
get
we
Eric
need to. Oh, yes.
have a Wilson face.
Yes, we all need to do that. We need to do exactly what he did. One time we all show up wearing
So
our
when he
multiple
comes
masks.
on, we're all wearing the Wilson
Yes,
face.
yes, let's do it. Okay, so if he's not showing up to this one, which he may or may not, but we've
We
got
don't
to
know.
make sure.
That's the problem. We
don't
don't know
know.
if he's going to or when.
You know, right?
You
But I love
never
it.
but
know when I'm
but
going
you'll,
to be
you'll be
there.
able to see when he requests to come in, and he has to wait for us, so we'd have time.
Right? Yeah, so we would know. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, don't
Oh,
talk about this at all. Nobody let him know.
people
That's
want the
what we
Wilson
do.
volleyball.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
And
little
he
to no
requests
chance
for
he
the-
watches
for the
this,
the
right?
volleyball
Mm-hmm. I love that. Like
and the
we're
Wilson
all-
face. Oh, that would be so good.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Let's do it. Let's all be Wilson.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Wow. Oh, Aaron, wow. Well, it's your birthday and all, but good lord.
She's-
That was pretty
she's not-
terrifying, wasn't
He's
it?
gone into full on like, I will take over the world. What are we
Right?
doing tonight, Brain?
I know.
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Oh my
Try
God.
and take over the world.
Oh my God, that's it. We're scaring Lumi. She freaked out about that too. She's like meowing
Oh, we
in
don't
the
want to
way
see the
that
kitty.
she didn't like that. I'm sorry, sweetie. Yeah, well, if I raise my voice or do things
Meow.
weird,
Meow,
yeah.
meow, meow, meow,
Yeah,
meow,
yeah, she's
meow.
like, hey, that's not
I'm a
you,
cat. Look
right?
at me.
Meow.
Oh
She
my
wants a cute, sweet baby voice.
I'm
Aw.
Christopher Walken, but I do cats. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, oh, there she goes.
It's fine. Don't worry.
She's shedding right now. It's a little because
Christopher Walken speaks cat. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, he speaks everything, just so you know.
Yes.
Christopher Walken speaks everything. It doesn't matter what creature it is. You've heard about that story, right?
Which one?
They
don't know if I
literally
have.
went to get him one time, and he was like, he had time, so he was like at this pool, wherever the set was somewhere nearby, and he was in this pool, and the assistant had to go get him, and they said, Mr. Walken, it's time for you to go, and he goes, not now. And he was like sitting in the water like this, and he'd rise up and he'd go, I'm an alligator. And they literally had to tell him, like, come on, it's time for you to come to set. He goes, hold on. And then he finally apparently got up and dried off and went to the set.
Not
Oh,
now.
that's
I'm an alligator.
I'm an alligator.
God. That's
Look at
amazing.
me. I'm an alligator.
That's so good.
That's that guy is something else.
You know the
isn't he?
best quote I've ever heard from him, and I'm not even sure, I think it's accurate, but it was, the first thing I do is I take the script and I cross out all the other actors' lines and then slowly begin to black out all of my own.
Huh?
I
He
still have,
loves to throw
I have,
curveballs.
that has gone through my head so many times where I'm like, okay, so you know your lines, but if you don't know what the fuck they're saying,
Right? Right? How are we? Yes, right?
and then you black out your own, now I'm just the guy. That's all I am. I'm them. I don't know. It blew me away. I was like, oh, well, that's an interesting freaking, I mean, you know.
Wow.
That's so good.
That is
Right?
Right?
quite a story.
Seriously.
It's a weird one. I'm like, it's a weird one.
So are you
Oh,
you sound
did
like you're are you getting ready
Warming up?
to sing?
Should I?
Well, are you
Everyone's
ready or
up?
should we do signing
Do
stuff
some
first?
signings first. I'm just checking to see if I'm in tune. No, do
Oh,
the
okay.
I have a signing to do as well. Should we do all that and then we can
Well, we should have you sing this song because it's actually meant for you, but you're doing it for everybody else. So you sing the song, and then we should sign stuff, I think.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that.
I've made the executive order.
Okay, I love
Hold
that.
on.
I love that. Okay, let's
I
do
will bang the axe on it.
Yes.
I love it.
Love and
Okay,
axes.
All right, let's do it. Should we do it?
Do it.
Wait, hold on. Let me make
Well, you're gonna have Caddis interrupt us, I think.
I know. Let me
This
okay,
is
let me
for
open up
everyone's
the window.
birthday,
Let me
including
open up
her
the
own.
window.
I love it.
Interrupt us.
And
I
no
love
one's
you
gonna
so much,
cry about a
Aaron.
little wrinkle star moving across the screen.
Paddle crossing.
Oh, look, there's balloons going everywhere around Dave.
Balloons.
What is Dave doing over there? It's
Celebrating.
very celebratory.
Yes.
I opened up the windows and the blinds fell because I
We've never had this much
like-
stress.
I know, right? Did you hear it? You're like, it sounds very celebratory. Well,
For those of you viewing at home, Erin has reached that. We've got to keep an eye on her age.
that is true. Yeah, beware, man. Beware of becoming
After
this
start
age.
crashing the
Right?
house.
Whatever you do, don't get old.
Oh, I
But stay
love it.
alive, Bobby.
Stay alive. Stay alive as long as you possibly can, right?
Don't
Birthday,
get old.
she's in her room tuning her ukulele and coming up with words that rhyme with.
That's what I like to call
I
it, tuning my ukulele.
So this is the first time I'm gonna be singing the song with these new lyrics. So if it sucks, that's okay, right? We just got an idea. Okay, so this is the birthday song. Okay,
For
so
everybody.
for everybody, all right?
And herself.
And myself,
The Weird Wide
I
World
give to
birthday
y'all.
song.
right?
Lucky will be performing it by our next stream.
Okay.
And here it comes in 3, 2.
Oh, everyone, you've got a special spark about you that brings joy to our hearts. You make loving life an art, and you're really super smart, creative off the chart, with such a loving heart. Oh, everyone, we hope you have the bestest birthday. You're such a lovely friend. Light up every day in oh so many ways. We're so happy you're our friend. And you're really on trend. We love you, our dear friend.
We love you to the end.
Oh my God. Okay, that was hard to sing it like that. Oh, everyone. So anyway, so I'll sing it and actually send out a nice version of it because I sang it in 2 different keys.
That's
There
okay.
you go. Oh, everyone, you got a special spark about you. Woo!
Don't forget.
Everyone, you've got a special spark about you. Everyone.
Oh, everyone, you got a special spark about you. Woo! So that's what we'll do.
You'll have to send us the lyrics.
I'll send you the lyrics and an actual version of it that's like all the way through. But yeah, then you can just put whatever, whomever's name
It's what we love about you,
That's
Aaron.
what we love about you're our friend.
It's what we love about you, Aaron.
Woo!
Whee!
Thank you very
Gotta
much. Thank
send
you.
that to all the theme restaurants around the country. So they
Right?
can-
Oh,
Yeah, right?
happy birthday.
Happy,
We
happy
love you.
birthday! La, la, la. Yeah, so this is a new version of it. So now we got something new to sing. Just don't sing it the way I
Something new.
just sang it, though. Oh my gosh.
It's
Sing it
okay.
better
It's your
than that.
birthday.
Sing it better than that.
birthday.
You,
My
you get we give
And
you
you're still-
we
you're
cut you a
still
slide. You get a pass on everything. You're fine.
and you're also kind of writing on the fly. So
Right?
That was incredible.
That was incredible, right?
I have a friend of mine
Yeah.
that used to do that. And he would go to clubs, and him and his friend would do these improv songs. And I look at him and I'm like, you're a god. I don't like. I can occasionally do occasionally come up with something on the fly, but these guys would do this all the time at clubs, and I'm just like, I don't. You're.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I bow down. Like the people that can. There's people that do rap, and they just they freestyle it right there on the fly, and you're like, how are you doing this? Like, you know what I mean? I understand you probably have a few things that you sort of always go to for little blocks.
Yeah, but
To have stuff be relevant and topical for that exact moment is really
Yes.
cool. And
it's amazing. It's such an art and such a skill.
yeah, don't forget your improv classes,
tip my hat.
people.
my gosh, right?
Tip my hat to those improv people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, improv is great. What a talent.
And I'll
huh?
also open my skull and ask you to pour some of that magic into here, please. Please, just pour it in.
Lauren, did you have a signing?
Yeah, I already have it ready to go.
Okay.
Oh,
I
let's
have
share it with us.
3. Can I do one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me do 2.
Go.
How about you do 3?
Two.
Make
I
it
do
a
have
living
three.
dozen.
Oh, wait, European 3.
Okay. Well, this is another makeup one because I signed the last one. I signed the wrong
I-
print.
And by the way, I would just like to say that Jackson and Shaxman both got ordered prints, but we had 2 weeks or something between these. And so I did my normal Tuesday stream, and I said, if you guys are here, I'll sign for you just privately, me. But, so thank you to Jackson and Shaxman for, yeah, you bet. I've signed them last Tuesday, actually.
Speaking of Jackson,
Oh, and
Yes.
speaking of which, they should have them very soon because I've already mailed them back, so they should be back in their hands sometime this week. You should have your stuff.
speaking of Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo!
Jackson
Yes.
right there.
Same here.
Jackson.
Same here.
Jackson.
I
Jackson,
never
Jackson,
meant
you're
to
getting
make your
some
daughter
love right now.
cry.
Jackson.
Oh my
I
is living.
apologize a million
Bought the farm,
times.
bought the Bendy farm.
And I did
Yes,
a,
oh my
I did
God.
I did a Jackson last time for the
Yes,
last
Whoa,
one.
Jackson!
Thank you, Jackson. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Jackson.
much. We're sending you love. We're sending you our love. Did
I
you
got
have
one for Jackson right here. This is Jackson, and thank you, Jackson, for ordering this. But there were no special instructions,
right?
so I'm just going with the famous quote: "Just a pencil and a dream for you, Jackson. Love, Joey Drew and Dave Rivas." Thank you
Aww.
very much.
I love that.
I do
And
too.
the chair toy art.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yay!
Yay!
I mean, honestly, if you're sitting here watching this right now, it's again, we just want to say thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the
Yes,
reason we're even
thank you for
doing
hanging
this.
out with us.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Aaron's going to write you a song.
I'm gonna write you a song. That's exactly
What
it. Well, now
rhymes
I
with
gotta figure out
Jackson?
because there's room for an Audrey quote on here. So Jackson,
Ooh,
I
it's
am
a
going to
biggin'.
decide. There's plenty of room here, so I will put it on there.
My God,
That is
large.
such a cool poster. I love that poster.
Right.
So cool.
And Harley, if you're here, I do have the video shout out request, and I will be sending it to you shortly.
Oh,
So
nice.
thank you so much. And I actually have another. I have a few things that I want to do. Like, I'm just thinking of some stuff that I wanted to share. Otherwise, but I'll figure it out. I don't want to, like, I'm downloading some things that I want to share, like with our Bendy community. But it's not all fully formulated yet. So I'll just be quiet and I'll wait, and then I'll share when I'm ready to share. So
So I have the makeup one. This is for Foxtail. Foxtail. Okay. This is a work in progress because I signed the wrong print last time for Foxtail. So this is the correct print, another the alternative chair toy print. But you had a very specific quote, and it was it was lengthy and lovely and wonderful, but I couldn't find it on the completed orders in Streamly. So I'm gonna have to get with you and see what that was. So for now, I just have the Foxtail, and then I'm signing it here at the bottom. Dave Rivas, Joey Drew, both of us. But I'll find out what you want the print, what you want written on there. So here it is on the right one. I'll get this to you, but I'm gonna put the real thing on there.
Be
Yeah.
careful, you're a fox, and people like your tail.
Oh, and you know what? I just gotta say, also, I found out through the process of like communication, trippy. Foxtail and I are homies. Foxtail and I are from the same city here from El Cajon, California,
Ooh.
Ooh.
San Diego.
Oh.
Oh, it sounds so
So,
exotic.
La Mesa. I don't know. La Mesa.
El Cajon.
El Cajon.
Yeah.
El Cajon.
Ah, I thought it said Cajon.
East County. Might as well do one more since I have your attention.
Yes, please do.
yes, do
Go
it.
for it.
We are running low on time here for our love stream, so
Jade.
Yeah.
Jade. Thank you so much. And Jade, you wrote me a really sweet note in the Streamly thing, but no specific quotes. So let me read your quote or the note you sent. Mr. Rivas, so formal. Please call me Joey. And everyone from the Bendy crew, thank you for the amazing work on the Bendy games. It became my comfort game right away when I played it. Thank you very much.
Aw.
So this is for you, Jade, and for the quote, I just put the classic "Just a pencil and a dream" of Joey and Dave. Thanks, Jade.
I heard you.
Thank you.
I heart you too, but whenever I try to heart, I just make like clenched fingers. I just go like,
Aw.
I know,
heart
right?
you.
I'm like, is this a heart? It doesn't.
Well, it
look
is.
like
It
one.
is literally just this, and then
I-
press them together.
I got short fingers, so it doesn't. It kind of makes like
Dave, don't say you have short fingers.
heart is open and it turns into a.
Just do it like that, then.
You know what
Just
you
go-
could do is just.
Yeah,
I
just do it like that.
I-
Lobster claw love, or this
Right.
would be crab
Yeah.
Lobster claw. Yeah, lobster claw.
Oh, now you guys. This is what happens when I'm in the kitchen because I always have the oven mitts on. I'm always like,
Oh, yeah.
lobster claw.
Ah, that's what you could do, Dave. See?
I'm pretty sure my yes. There's
Do
people in
it.
my kitchen that don't appreciate it when I do it.
They don't. Eric, you don't sit there and go.
Oh, don't ask me. Of course I do all of that. It's pretty bad, actually. Like I look like a lunatic. I just sit there as, What's your problem?
Right, right,
Well,
right.
screw you. I'm angry. Why are you angry? Well, I think. Never mind. I also have literally. I can yell at myself. You know what I mean?
Aww. Look
This
at
is
that.
Torque. This is a figurine, whatever action figure that my friend made of my character when we did Ukador.
Oh my
That is
God.
awesome. Wow.
Oh, it's amazing.
He's got your beard.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
he
gosh.
he got out this like crafting stuff and he like put it all on there and he made this action figure. And so I have an action figure of my character in the game. Which
So
there it
cool.
is. It even
You
says
have one that
Ukador.
looks like you.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
the character's name was Torque, so it's hashtag Team Torque.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
neat.
That is torque credible.
Hey,
Torque
thank
credible.
you.
Torque-rific.
Oh my
Torque-tastic.
goodness, you guys are killing me. This is fantastic.
Torque-tastic. Torque-tastic.
Torque-tastic.
That's torque-tastic.
Torque-excellent.
TORQ. There you go.
Torque-tastic.
Hey,
Right?
Aaron, were you able to do a share screen so I could share a couple things?
Yes.
Did
I
you
figured
figure
it
it out?
out. So
Should
we
we-
were
should we
thinking
finish the-
to quad.
Should we finish the prints or is this
Yes,
print
finish
related?
the prints. Finish the prints.
And then
If you
we'll
got
do the screen share thing.
time-
Okay.
Please.
You have one, don't you?
I'm done.
Well, I said, so it's for Jackson. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly which one I want to add to it. So I'm totally fine if Jackson's okay. If I just show that I'm starting it and then I gotta sign the, do you want me to go ahead and sign it? It's just like, I don't know which quote to put yet.
is
This one's got so
Jackson-
much room. I could do my usual. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Time for a little adventure.
Time for that's actually my favorite, but it's so small and there's so much more room here.
And
But
just read it a whole bunch of times all over.
how about this? How about I do two? How about time?
Like as if your signing was stuck on repeat.
Stuck on repeat. Stuck on repeat.
Repeat. Eat.
My
Eat.
God.
Eat.
Eat,
Eat.
eat,
Eat.
eat, eat.
What? Oh, I'm telling myself to eat. Sorry.
Well, I have one that do you want me to go ahead, Aaron?
Yes, please
Because
do.
we're starting to run low on time, so I want to make sure we get to everything that we have set to do. So, okay, so this one is for Alexis, Lexi. And again, this is a bit long, but we are gonna do this. So I'm gonna start with Allison. You're the hope I've been waiting for. Love, Allison. And then I'm going to move over to our favorite twisted angel. I'll even let you ascend and leave this place if you will do a few eensy, weensy little favors for me first. Return to the lift, my little errand girl. We have work to do. Love, Alice Angel. And then this is from me. You had wanted words of inspiration, and I had to take a little time with it to try to figure out what I wanted to say. And so I came up with a few things. And we were having a conversation, and you brought up how you've been taking voice lessons and that you have a very soft-spoken voice when you're speaking, but that singing, it's like you felt like you found your voice and like people were paying attention to you. And that is such a cool thing, something I can certainly relate to, especially like in my earlier years when I was first starting to take singing lessons myself. So that really spoke to me. And so one of the quotes I put on there, I bought this mug. We have talked many times about Ariel and about Little Mermaid, and how, for many of you already know, like that's what brought singing and voiceover into one passion, one pursuit for me. So I found this really cool tumbler, and it says, "Find your own voice." And I just loved it. I thought it was a great message. So from me, dear Alexis, Lexi, find your own voice. Write your own music to march or dance to. Blaze your own path and unapologetically shine.
Aw.
Love, Lauren, Alice, and Allison. And there is your print. I don't know if you're on here, but if you are, hopefully you saw, and if not, hopefully you'll watch later and you will see it, but hopefully you're here. I had to take a little time with this. You know, it was a very specific and special request, and I really wanted to make it special for you. So thank you so, so much. You know, you wanted to treat yourself, and hopefully this is a really nice treat for you. And thank you, Lexi.
This was from a girl, so she asked Alice to say girl.
So cool.
Aw.
She wanted little errand girl.
Mhm.
There you
I
go.
use little errand girl, little errand boy, and little errand runners. So it all just depends.
All depends, right?
Love it.
I love it. Okay,
Yes,
so
when it's plural, it's like, well, what do you do for plural? And there's
Look,
multiple.
you know what?
Aaron
I just want to
Rodgers.
point out that it's another example of the group of people, the actors that you see in front of you, and the ones that aren't here but they are in this cast. They are good people. I mean, I will exclude myself, but I will say that they are really good people. And
Sarah, get in
we
here.
are good
and
people.
it's a real pleasure to work with people that are so nice and kind, and then to do these love streams. And I love that you guys coined it Lovestream, because there's so much love going on, and it is love that goes not just like, we all love Meatly, we all love, Ben and the rest of the crew and everybody. It's just, it's fantastic, and it's a very supportive environment, and I love you guys, and I appreciate the crap out of you, and I hope that everybody out there
Aw.
understands that it's not just you guys are all, you guys seem so nice. You guys are nice too, because the community has just embraced us and been so kind, and thank you.
We're here
to all
because of you guys. You know,
Yeah,
we are here
exactly.
doing this because we want to, because we love you guys.
We don't do anything if you guys don't care.
Right? Exactly,
That's right.
right?
I mean, we'll do it, but you won't
do
care.
it.
So,
But it makes such a big difference, right? As the
And Mia
community.
in Australia loves Halloween. So you will appreciate this then, because I have ghosty earrings. They're kind of hiding under my hair, but I wanted to
Yeah.
represent for Halloween. It might clash a little bit with my bling in honor of Erin's birthday, but I didn't care. I was just like, you know what? I have to rock the Halloween a little bit. I just got these and I was just like, I love them. They're so cute. I have to wear them.
I
So.
love it.
ghosties.
It's
spooky
time.
She's so blingy. Thank you for wearing that beautiful dress, my beautiful Bio Soul sister. You
My
look
blingy
amazing.
shirt.
I love it.
My
I
blingy.
love- Bling, bling, bling. It's so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I love it.
I wanted to wear, and it's so funny that we went with the same colors, because I was thinking,
I know,
maybe
right?
I'll go with blue because it's Erin and she loves blue, and I'll go with blue. But no, it's so funny. We went with like the same colors.
We totally did. I had a blue dress on just a little bit ago.
Wow.
And then I changed it into this one the last minute.
I had a blue
blown.
person. Wow.
Holy crap. I can't even show you that one. It's my
That's
favorite
why
one.
we're Vio
for
Soul
the wedding.
Sisters. Vio Soul
I
Sisters.
know, that's
I'm telling
exactly
you.
it. How did this happen, right? Because we're Bio Soul Sisters. Okay, I did add to Jackson's. Yeah, let's do that. I did Time for a Little Adventure. And my signature hearts. Yes,
Aww.
thank you.
And
Yes.
all of the beautiful artwork that you have seen us signing today is Cheritoy, aka Wissam Alili. Go support her. Go follow her. Her artwork is beautiful. Amazing stuff. Just mind-blowing artist. So yes.
Mind blown.
Balloon.
Balloon. We have so
But we
many
have, there's a lot of talented artists in this community.
Dude.
And not just in terms of like digital art or hand-drawn art, but like so many different mediums.
Oh, you
And
talked
I
about
love
Catalyst
that.
earlier, and Catalyst literally does dolls, like
Yeah,
that.
oh,
know,
Catalyst
I say,
right?
like,
are
makes
awesome,
their
yeah.
own dolls, and I'm like, oh, that's incredible.
And then
Yes.
puts them in these beautiful scenarios, right?
Yeah, and then I it's funny too, because the Noble Nerd is one of my supporters over on the on my channel, and he does like toy photography. Like he gets the toys and then puts them in the perfect environment, and then takes a photo where you're like, is that real? Like, you know what I mean? Like it takes you a second. You're like, what is happening? It's really
yeah,
cool.
right? So cool.
It's very
That
inventive,
is so
very cool stuff.
Oh, there's
you know?
Cherry Toy. Hi, Cherry Toy. She's sending lots of love and
Oh,
thanks to everybody. Hi.
Thank you.
We were just talking about you.
We were. Here, I'm
And-
gonna give Dave, and if everybody's okay, because we have a few minutes. If everybody's okay with us going over a little bit today, is that fine? Okay, just
Give
a
Dave-
little.
yeah, let's give
I
Dave
wanna
the
give
floor.
Dave-
Well,
I
my
wanna give-
bladder has a bit of an issue, apparently.
I know.
But
Should
other
we
than
take?
that-
Do you want to take a quick bladder break, and then I can switch and make Dave the host?
Oh, well, you might as well, yeah, just do whatever you got to do. What do you mean switch? You got to stop the stream and start over?
No,
No, it
There we
says
go.
he's the host now.
He's the host.
Oh,
Look at
am I
that.
the host?
Why? We
Wow.
didn't even have to take a break for that.
The
My
host with
goodness.
the most. Cherry Toy.
Look at
It's 'cause
that.
it's your birthday, Aaron.
I can share screen. This is what I want to do. I
This is
think I
so
wanna-
exciting. What is
Happiest of
happening here?
birthdays to Aaron and everybody that was in the crew.
Thank you.
I share screen thing.
Oh, you got it. You're shared.
Cool.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
I
you're
like
sharing.
that. This was the animation I think I saw earlier. Yeah, it's cool.
Well,
Ooh. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. I
happening?
feel like I'm
That
in Night
is
of
wild.
the
yeah,
There
that's
it is.
what I wanted to share.
Aye. Thank you,
Let's see
Tech
if-
Gremlins.
I think you have to open it, put it in full screen, and then share the
See,
screen.
they were being nice to you, Aaron. They're taking it out on Dave. They're blaming Dave.
They attacked
Oh,
my vocal cords.
Well,
though. They had me
everybody
speaking
blame
wrong.
Dave. I'll be right back.
Yeah, this is what I want.
Okay. They attacked my song.
They attacked your song.
I sang it so awful.
It was good. I like the way
Oh
you
my
sang
God. Aw, thank you.
It
Like-
was. Well, I love because to me it's like it's part of the process. It's part of the creation process.
Well,
right?
that's
So
what
it's
it was.
really
And I was-
cool to hear you like downloading and processing and creating like as you're going.
Right
That was really cool.
Yes, it was all happening. I was
Live
like,
for all of us to see.
yes. Okay, thank you so much for and I'm not even gonna worry about it because that's a new thing, right? I'm so excited.
So all I want to do is just share a portion of my screen here, but you can't see everything I want. Oh, wait. I can't control my little box.
What?
No.
Wait a minute. I want this to be bigger.
Yes! The Inky Tech Gremlins, they're at Dave's house.
There we go. There we
Inky
go.
Tech
There we go. This is what I
Gremlins
wanted
at
to
Dave's
do.
house.
Oh, here we go.
Can you
What
see,
is this?
can you see
Yeah,
that?
what is
right
this?
there?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is I don't know if you can't hear this, but it's a little teeny tiny a gift that that Sketch made.
Wow.
Aw,
Oh.
Say that again.
Wow.
that's
Happy
so
birthday.
cute.
And I'll send you all this stuff personally. But
Aw.
she's saying, "Well, happy birthday to me."
Oh,
Happy birthday to me.
oh, I can kind of hear it.
I can hear it.
And then here's another little sketch with the whole
Aw.
family. Here, this is also from Sketch,
Aw.
How cute is that?
and we're all wearing our Halloween costumes.
That's adorable.
Oh my God, we're terrifying. I love it. Oh.
And this is all, by the way, whipped together in the last couple days in honor of you, Aaron.
Oh,
And
thank
Yay.
you. Oh my
Aw.
God.
I think this is
Oh.
from Catalyst. You can help me out in chat too. I didn't label
Wow.
Catalyst.
Nice.
That
And
is
what
beautiful.
I love is like it's just the good old fashioned pencil and paper.
It's beautiful.
Pencil and a
Beautiful.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. That really glows.
Oh.
Oh.
You're a beautiful being of light. And then we
Aw.
have this also is
Beautiful
from
being of
Catalyst.
light that really glows.
Look at that. Eric was talking about
Oh, wow,
Catalyst,
yeah.
dolls.
This is
The
beautiful.
dolls, yes.
Oh
Now
my
I don't know if you can see that note that they're holding.
What-
but
Does it say
does
happy birthday?
It says happy birthday, Aaron.
Oh.
Audrey, actually. Happy birthday, Audrey. And there is a little ducky right there that Aaron's holding up. Aren't
That
those
is so
great?
cute. Everybody's
It's
together
amazing.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
celebrating.
Yeah, they're having a little birthday party.
We have a little party.
And then we
Yeah,
have,
Aw.
I think this is from Syra.
Aw,
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Again, like an old
this
notebook.
is so sweet. Oh.
Hi, my name is Audrey. So sweet. I think this is one of her first Audrey pictures she said she ever drew.
Oh,
Aw.
it's really, oh, it's so
And
good.
here from Baby Lack, look at that.
Oh,
You got a whole party going on there. With flavor
you.
specific cake for you. That's a chocolate cake with chocolate ice cream or with chocolate frosting and sprinkles.
Oh my god.
oh.
And even the meatly came.
you.
I was gonna say, I love
Nice.
that.
Isn't that awesome?
It's
That's
beautiful.
so
It's
awesome. I
incredible.
Love,
Oh my
love.
god.
And then, oh, we're running a little bit over, but I got just a couple left.
No, this is
No, go
oh
for
my
it.
god.
Here we
This
go.
is
Here-
great.
Here's the after party.
Oh my this
They
is
got some
incredible.
of Adrian's books. They got The Illusion of Living out. They had
You
too much
have to
cake.
send this to her. Oh,
Oh
she has to
my
see this.
god.
And these are from some of our great fellow artists that we all know and love. And I talked to some of them recently on our Discord. And
Oh my god.
Oh,
a birthday commission for you.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
They're
Yeah.
from Alvin Monk 500. Brandon.
aw, that's so cute.
You know what's great about our artists, all you artists out there, is we get to know you so closely that we don't even need to say your name when we see your art. We just
Yep.
know
We know it's who it, yeah.
We know who you are.
So,
Well, see, and I love that I love that Erin's wearing the hat too. She's a chef too. That is so appropriate. You would
Cooking it
absolutely
up.
make your own cake. Like
you
you,
look at your
you and
little,
Alvin are just
your
making
little
the cake
birthday
together.
cupcake. It's got like an
Oh my-
inky.
I
it's got a
love
Bendy
it.
on
I freaking
It's
love
so
it. Oh
cute.
my god.
And then we have, look at that.
Aww.
It's Kelsey with all of her
Kelsey.
swag and
Oh.
photos.
Oh.
Kelsey just
swag.
completely like buried in
She's
herself.
buried in Bendy love. And I didn't get your
Yay.
permission, by the way, Kelsey. I just saw this morning that you posted this and people were commenting on it. So I thought I'd swipe it just for the occasion
Oh, it's so
So-
cute.
and to make you more famous than
Oh.
you already are.
Oh my god.
And we love you. And then I've got two left.
Ah!
From
That's
Winter
Wow.
Queen.
incredible.
Talk
Wow.
about artists of all mediums. We've seen traditional art, we've seen digital art, doll art, and here we have play art. And
So that's great.
and if you know Winter Queen, she is
Mm.
amazing with their cosplay that they do.
Yes.
So
God.
good. This is good. I mean,
This is amazing.
fantastic.
And I love that she's got the seeing tool. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
So
Cool that
incredible.
I'm sure she made all
Oh
on
my god.
but check this out. The final one that I have for today is another Winter Queen. Here you go.
Oh, Winter Queen.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Oh,
So ink-tastic. And look
It's
at you.
incredible.
So inktastic. So
You guys are so
Glowing hand
talented.
there
I
at
just
the bottom
blow
holding up
my
the-
mind. Wow.
Isn't that great? Look at the background and
So
beautiful.
good.
and even the splotches of ink on the happy birthday.
It's ink.
Oh.
It's fantastic ink. It's incredible. It's
Fantastic ink.
inspiring.
Now, Aaron,
Inspiring,
later,
yes.
you want to drop by the Discord server that we have going on and say hi to everybody. I'm sure there's other art to share with you and
I'd
and
love
because
to.
we love you so much. Happy
Aww.
birthday. I don't know
Aw.
the words. I haven't memorized the words to your new song yet. but happy
No.
birthday.
Well,
I'll
it's still a work in
actually
progress for her. So.
I'll sing it good for you guys. That was the worst rendition you're ever gonna hear, but oh my god, I'm like crying. Thank you so much for
Aw.
all this beautiful love.
We
We
love
love you,
so much.
Erin.
you know, as a Bendy Inky family, but all those other people that do have artwork you want to post for Erin or give to Erin on her birthday, Queen of Muck, let her have it. Let her have it.
Yeah.
Luna Muck doesn't know what to say. She's so, oh my God. I'm like, this is so,
That is fantastic, man. That is really, really good stuff.
so
And
good.
it just goes to show not just our love for you, Erin, and Audrey and Bendy, all the Bendy characters and the whole everything about it, but the fans. You are all so amazing. You produced all of this. You created
yes.
all of it because of your love for the game. I mean, we've all
Yeah.
done other projects since Bendy released. We're not streaming with those projects or those
No.
for those fans. We're here because of you and because you do things like this. We love you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rawr. Rawr.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
Aw,
Here with you all.
we
and-
love you guys. And we love you, Erin. You deserve it. You deserve to
my
be
God.
celebrated.
Oh.
And this is just such a perfect way to celebrate you, is with creativity and love and art, for all the creativity and love and art that you put out there every single day.
Ah. Oh my God. Thank you.
We love you, Erin.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, mwah, mwah.
Can't
I
light a
couldn't
candle
ask for anything
for you.
more.
So I'll light my lantern for you. How's that?
Aw, cheers.
Oh,
Cheers
thank
to
you.
Erin.
Cheers. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
you
And
all
to
for
spend
being part
to
of my
spend your
beautiful-
birthday with us, come on. You're gonna
I know,
spend your
come
birthday
on.
with us.
Goal.
Oh my God, score. I scored. Thank you. Holy cow. Thank you so much. Are we going to do, so thank you. I just one last, thank you to everyone. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
being here with me.
Thank
for all
you.
the behind-the-scenes
Everybody
art stuff.
joining us from around the world. If it's your
All
first
around the
time
world.
joining a stream, come
Oh.
back. We're going to do it some more and
We're gonna
hopefully
do it some,
come up with something cool for October, for November.
yes.
Year anniversary. Oh my gosh.
Oh
We've
my
been
gosh, right?
here because of all you people in chat.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so
True,
much.
true. Yep, that's why.
That's
All right, we're
it.
going to do our special freeze frame.
Oh yes,
Oh,
our
all right,
special-
yeah.
yes.
Well,
Do we
you have,
want
to
to?
switch
I
this,
mean-
you have to switch this back to grid view.
I
Well,
know,
this is-
right? Oh, are we? Oh,
Oh, you got to
Maybe
take
that
back
was
over
there.
to you should
Grid
reassume
view. Oh, do you want me to take over the Zoom again?
that because
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I
well,
can't. I think
we're
you
in-
have to give up control.
Yeah, you have to send the control to her, I think, or just switch us back to the grid view.
okay, I
Yeah,
got
you
You just switch us back to the grid view.
I put it in gallery. Grid.
It should be your top right that says view.
Curse you, Zoom!
There you go.
Are we in
Yay!
it?
Now we're all back.
Do
Now
we
we're all
have
back.
any last minute things that we want to say before we go and freeze? Does anybody have anything else that they want to share to everyone in chat? We love you all so much. Thank you.
Just
so
the
much.
usual. Give us follows. Give us love at all the different channels. I'm at Eric Bra for Twitch and all the stuffs. eRock VO for Insta and all those. So yeah, thank you, man, so much.
I know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, everybody.
Yes.
Bendy,
George.